Hi guys, my name's Kevin Wilson, and today I'm going to be discussing with you how to take apart and clean your clarinet and just the general things that you're going to want to do on a daily basis. Alright? So the first thing we're going to do is take off the reed. To do this, depending on the type of ligature you have, you're going to take the knobs and twist them towards you. Regardless of whether you have a regular ligature or an inverted one, they'll be the same direction. Take off your ligature while keeping your thumb on the mouthpiece and remove the reed. Put our clarinet back on the stand, and from here we can put the reed in our nifty little reed case. Now you may be wondering why I have this plastic bag here. It just, especially living in Houston, it protects against any kind of humidity or moisture changes that constantly happen on a day-to-day basis and protects the reed from the environment around you. From here we're going to remove the mouthpiece. The mouthpiece is going to be the most brittle part of your instrument. At the top here you can see it's just a very thin piece of plastic. If you ever drop that from a decent distance, it is going to break, so always keep your mouth cap around and be very gentle when putting it on and removing it. From here we're going to swab the instrument. What this entails is taking your swab, putting the end or the rope of the swab through the bell, and then from there pulling it through very gently and making sure that it doesn't rip or pull on any internal parts of the instrument. You're going to want to do this 2 or 3 times just to make sure you get everything out. And see, it's snagged. It happens. Now that we have the mouthpiece off and we've swabbed the instrument, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the barrel. If you've used the right amount of cork grease when putting the instrument together, taking it off shouldn't be a problem. Now before putting it in the case, what we're going to want to do is we're going to swab out the insides. They're going to be wet, especially if you've had a good long practice. Best thing to do is to take your swab, put it around the tip of your finger, and just gently go through the internal parts of the barrel. And then we just put that right back in the case. From here, you're going to use the same general method while taking apart the rest of the instrument. You've already swabbed the inside, so there's no point in swabbing each individual piece through the inside, but we are going to want to make sure that the tips, the parts that weren't actually swabbed through, get dry as we put the rest of the instrument back. Once you're done swabbing your instrument, if you have an extended rehearsal or you're practicing for a long period of time, it's best to go ahead and leave your swab out, just laying open so that it can dry. You're of course putting this through an instrument and it's getting covered in spit. Nobody wants to wrap that up. But if you're on the go, you're swabbing at the end of your practice session or rehearsal, go ahead and just fold it over and wind it together, put it back in your case. Now, the last thing we're going to do is take a polishing cloth and rub down all of the nickel or silver plated areas of the instrument. To do this, you're going to want to hold the instrument or the piece of the instrument towards the edge and away from any areas that have actual nickel or silver plated pieces, and you're just going to want to gently rub down the keys. If you do this consistently every day, there's no actual need to put pressure into it. You just want to make sure you get all the oils from your fingers off the instrument so that nothing corrodes. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video today. I know that that can seem like a lot, especially towards the beginning. Once you get used to doing all those things on a day-to-day basis, you can really speed up how quick you put away after practicing or rehearsals. It's just what you have to do to maintain the instrument so that you can have your instrument and use it for an extended period of time over the years. Alright, again, this is Kevin Wilson, and thank you.